And now we turn to our spotlight section, and I'm delighted to say that we are joined again by Ada from Audible Vision. We featured Audible Vision several podcast episodes ago now, and Ada's here to tell us all about what's new in Audible Vision. Warren, I'm going to hand over to you.
Thank you so much, Ed. We indeed welcome our friend. And you guys, if you knew, like Ed said, we had that Audible Vision. And so Adder is here, and this is a pre launch for them. And he's so excited about it. And he's doing something marvelous. And I'm just not going to steal that thunder. I'll let Adder talk about that. Adder, you've got the mic, my man. Welcome.
Hi guys, thanks Warren, Ed, and team for having me back again here. It's a great pleasure to talk about Audible Vision and the collaboration that your team and Audible Vision team is having. So in this session, specifically before we talk about the giveaways, and this is especially because of the fact that we are nearing our 1 year completion since June to 2021, and as a token of appreciation and as a goodwill, we wanted to arrange for this giveaway. But before going there, what I wanted to cover is about a few points which we did cover last time when Warren, Austin, they gave us a fantastic demo, and we had a very interactive demonstration session at that time. But there were a lot of follow-up questions that came by, and we wanted to make sure that all of the community and team is aware of the potential of the application that has been developed and how we can leverage it for the best. So with that in mind, without going actually throughout the application features, but we'll be talking only about a few key points in how the Audible Vision can be leveraged to the max of its capability. So, taking you back into the journey, before our launch, before even the development started, the product, even the before the product came into existence, there was a lot of time spent into careful research and community feedback, because that is very important for us to give what is needed rather than to build what is just a thought or just a vision of the team here, rather than what is really required by the end users. So through that exercise, we came up with multiple feedbacks, but I will just highlight two key points here that we clearly saw from various feedbacks from various people, community groups, and that were the need for innovation in this space, and the second was the user data privacy. So let me first talk about the need for the innovative features. So there are a lot of applications around, and I think that's great, because at any time I had one question that there are few applications already there. Why Audible Vision? So the first and foremost, the more the number of competition, the better it is for the end users. And apart from that, it is all of the applications are doing a great job out there. But we wanted to make sure that we address these gaps and do our best in this space. So what are the various innovative features that the Audible Vision brings on the table? And there are a few of them. I will like to go in a little bit of depth here. And the first one is the Find Text feature, which is our simplest but the most innovative feature of all. And the reason being, during our last session, we talked about it in a couple of sentences. And post that, as I said, there were a lot of queries, feedback, and this was a learning curve and journey for us as well. That we have built this particular features and apps, but users with their own perspective and their own creativity are using the same tool available at their disposal for various purposes. In fact, the possibilities are infinite. That's what we got from our feedback, and we wanted to highlight and share that knowledge with all of you as well while you are using this tool at your disposal. So what is the find text? In the find text, it helps us identify a particular object or subject of interest that is in your background based on the textual clues. So what I mean by that? So the text clues are all over us, all over the places, right? Whether you are in a mall, or airport, a railway station, you have various labels which helps us guide and navigate through. For example, at a mall, we have a exit or entry door text, or when we go to airport, all the gates are labeled like A1, B12, B22, and so on and so forth. When you go at a shopping street, there are shops in line, but they all are labeled. There are shop names all over the places. So how can we leverage all this text information around us to gain or to achieve, to locate a particular object or subject of our interest? And that's where find text comes into picture. So let me give a simple example how it works. Imagine that you are going at a grocery shop or a mall and you want to buy a particular brand biscuit, which is your favorite. You are not interested in all the plethora of other products that are lying around there. So what you will do is take out the Audible Vision app. You go into the find text feature and you simply say the biscuit name out there. So when you, or you can even enter that to the application, that's your choice. But the moment you enter or speak that biscuit brand name, and now you start moving your camera around you, the moment the application, with the help of artificial intelligence, finds out and locates the particular brand biscuit which you are interested in, it will start beeping and give you tactile vibrational feedback. So that helps you identify a location in which you have to move towards to that interested product. And as you move towards in the right direction, the beeps start, the frequency starts increasing, the vibration frequency starts increasing, and that's how you start knowing confidently that you are moving in the right direction towards the your interested object. And this is just one example which I talked about. As I said, this can be applied anywhere, whether you want to find a particular gate at an airport, whether you are at a railway station, whether you want to find out whether it's a gents versus a ladies toilet room, exit entry of any mall, or find a particular shop in a street. And the possibilities are infinite here. So this is the feature where we feel is based even on the feedback that is most used, as compared to the other features that are already there in market, which try to find out and do a meaningful job there, but they try to find out the objects like find a particular chair, find a staircase, find a table, right, and find whether it's a fruit or not. So that are the kind of find features. But with Audible Vision's find text, it completely takes us to the next level and gives us shopping independence to a great extent. So with this, before moving forward, I will like to open it up to the team if there are any thoughts, comments, or queries regarding this.
Adder, this is Warren, and actually, I really like the idea of going to the mall. So one is looking for a particular store, whether you're looking for Gap or you're looking for that Victorian Secret, if you're a lady out there. That idea makes sense because, in other words, what we're saying here is that you narrow down what you're looking for. And this does not only have to do with shopping malls or the airport and things like that. But even if you're on a text, for example, on a piece of paper, and you're looking for a particular word, you can ask Audible Vision to find that particular word. And I think that was one of the areas or the features that I actually really like about that app. So thank you so much for doing that.
That's correct.
And once
Yep,
you've
thank you.
locked on to some text, Adler, let's say you're in the mall and you've found, you put in the text and the app sort of seen it on a sign. How does it then direct you or explain to you relatively where that text or that store actually is?
Correct. So that's a good question, Ed. So when you're moving, so once you enter the text, right, you, as I mentioned, you will start moving your camera along. So from one direction to another. So the moment as you're moving your camera, you're waving your camera through in front of you, surround you, the moment it will start seeing that particular interested shop, the application will start beeping, and that's where you have to stop moving the mobile phone around, because you know that in the direction which you are holding the mobile app or the mobile phone is where that shop seems to be located. And it can happen that you have to little bit adjust a little bit of right or left, but it is going to be approximately in that direction. And as if the direction is correct and as you start moving forward, those beeps frequency starts increasing, and that basically means here that you are moving in the right direction. If for some reason, if there was a mistake, or the direction was not correct and it was momentary, so let's say you were passing by, let's say 10 o'clock, where your the shop is located, and you quickly, the application starts from moving from 9 to 10 o'clock, it starts beeping, and you quickly move it to 11, so obviously the beeping has stopped there. So that helps you identify whether you're moving in a right direction or not.
And do you need to keep it within view of the camera, or can you kind of lock in that location somehow and put your phone away?
Uh, so the moment you, as I said, if it's a 10 o'clock, assuming, again coming back to that example, you start, the application will start beeping, right? So
Yeah,
in most of the cases, 90% of the cases, that's the direction, right? So you won't be missing it. The problem will be, as I said, if your speed to move the camera or mobile is fast, the application might beep for a fraction of second, and but you are now actually at a 12 o'clock, so which is a misguided, right? So in
sure.
only in those extreme cases, you might need to have the phone on, so that you are confident that you are going in the right direction. Again, you don't need to put the phone on or the mobile application on till the point you actually reach. It's just that once you identify the beeps, just keep it for a few more seconds, and as you
Yeah,
take couple of more steps, if the frequency increases, yes, you're already on the right path.
makes sense. Thanks.
And I think you cannot take or put the phone away because it's dependent on that camera. So your phone has to be up and visible in order to be able to communicate with where the thing is located. So it's not something that, hey, now that I've logged onto it, I'll put my phone in my pocket. If I do that, the camera is no longer seeing that word that I'm going after.
Yes, that's right. I mean, the application, obviously it's all depending upon the source coming from the camera. But maybe if I try to understand the question right, you don't need to keep it on till the end. I mean, once you see that particular frequency is increasing, the beeps are increasing, you are confident. You should be confident enough that app has identified the right direction, and then you can just put it away, close the app, and you go hands free, and move towards the right direction.
Okay, Adder, let's talk about. So you are so generous to where you're giving our people. That is, you guys listening out there. If you're hearing our voice, we got a great gift for you that Adder is giving out to you guys. And I can't believe I'm gonna let him say as to how many of these codes he's giving to us. And so we're mighty proud. Uh, Adder, you talk about that because this is monumental.
Thanks, Warren. So yeah, so as I said, we just briefly touched about the giveaway. So we have decided to give 50 unique gift codes, which are for the annual subscriptions. So these gift codes are particularly a 1 month trial to this annual subscription for 50 users. And the way this works is it's a first come first serve. So whenever Warren and team decides to publish those codes, and which needs to be redeemed before April 1st, users can go ahead, use the redeem the gift codes, and they should be able to get a completely 1 month free usage of the annual subscription. And that's how, at least once, because as I said, right now the application do not have any ads, but we are soon going to start with the ads. So with this help of this gift codes, those ads will become removed for that time span, and users will be able to use all the features without any sort of ads in place. And the way to redeem those is you go to the application, click on buy annual subscription, and instead of putting your credit card details, you put in the gift code which has been published by this team, and that's it. And without a dime, you would be able to explore the Audible Vision app pro version for 1 month. So that's how it will be done. If there are any Just one thing to keep in mind is, as I said, it is first come first serve. So it might happen that somebody else has already utilized or used the earlier gift code. In that case, you have to try with the next. And if unfortunately you are late enough and all the 50 are being already used, the gift code won't be usable. It will probably throw an error that it is already used or it is no more valid. So please do keep that in mind. Yeah.
So I do want to add here that, the redemption process also, you could just log onto the Play Store, tap on your username on that top right-hand corner, and then go down towards talk about, subscriptions and things like that. Once you tap on that, then you go to, toward the bottom, there's a redeem code. If you type that in, if you tap on that button, and then it opens up to where you could type in the redemption code, and you type in that redemption code. If that redemption code has not been claimed, then it will say Audible Vision, and that's it. You tap on that and you're good to go. So that's another way to get that without even needing to open up the application.
Awesome, Warren. In fact, thanks for bringing that up. I was not aware myself also about it, but that's a great way to, yeah, go ahead with it. Agree.
And so I think what we're going to do is that you guys, you just write us and let us know you're interested in getting one of the codes, or else we'll just publish it and whoever gets it, gets it. It's going to be in an Excel form, but I could take it out and make it plain there and put it on the email. But if not, just write to us at contact us at blind Android users. I can even say our email. I should let Austin do that. Hey, Austin, how do people get hold of this? I always get our email address mixed up. It's the share.
People can write to us at contact us at blindandroidusers.com.
So
with the
you
code.
just send us email to contact us at blindandroidusers.com if you're interested in getting a code for the Audible Vision.
Thanks very much. And Ada, are there any other developments you want to make us aware of?
Yep. So a couple of things we have been supporting a lot of languages lately. So earlier it was only available in English and Hindi, but since then we have been supporting overall now 12 languages. So that's the key we wanted to do. And the second improvement that we have already launched is it's not just about the app languages, but also the actual text languages support. So equally, we have been supporting 12 different text processing now languages. 12 languages have been supported. So that's the key that we are working on. And apart from that, we are working on some of the other innovative features like street sign, because as I said, fine text is all about text processing, and our next goal is towards street signs, so that we can also process signs and make it accessible to the team and the users.
Excellent. I think that'll be really exciting. And obviously, the more languages as well, the better. It's certainly in our podcast community, we have a variety of languages spoken and consumed. So I think that'll be really helpful to the global community.
That's right. Thank you. Yep.
Thank you so much, Adder, for coming, and most especially for giving this gift to our community. And guys, go ahead and claim your gift once you hear this announcement. And again, thank you so much. And I hope, though, that when you have these new things come on, that you'll be able to come back again and chat with us, Adder.
Absolutely, Warren and team. It's always a pleasure to have a quick chat with you all, and yes. Before I hang up, I think I wanted to thank especially Warren and the whole team here at BAU for supporting Audible Vision's mission to make this world accessible to all, and that's a great collaboration that we together are doing, and looking forward to it.
Thank you
Brilliant.
so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you. Have a great day, guys. Bye bye.
You too. Thanks very much.